Hey, I'm Bryson with Trick Tools, and we're on location here at Garrett's Rod Shop in Columbus, Ohio. We're going to be spending the next couple days with him, so let's see if we can get inside and give you a tour.
Hey there.
Hey Carl.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, good.
Well, we're hoping you can give us a tour and show us what you guys do here.
Sure, well, welcome to Garrett's Rod Shop. This is, you come into the body shop portion of our company here, and this was added on about 10 years ago. Garrett really saw a need for, we did some paint and body in-house, but just to actually have a full-out, complete paint and body shop with a brand new paint booth. It's a global paint booth there, and
nice.
We brought in Chris Hayes, who's been our painter from the past, but he decided to join up and kind of partner up with us, and so we built this facility here, and it's been a big game changer for any shop that does your own body work in-house. It just makes the process so much better, and you have a lot more things that you can accomplish. So,
definitely. So do you guys only paint your cars here, or do you, if somebody wants to bring their car in, will you paint that too?
Sure, we'll paint anybody's car. Typically we did this for our own builds, but once somebody knows you can paint a car, people are calling.
Yeah,
so, and we try to focus on one style of paint job. Like, we don't. People will sometimes ask, well, it's not a show car, but we try to focus on doing the best quality paint jobs. Door gaps being tight and body lines being real tight. So,
nice.
Even with this Falcon wagon we've got here that we're working on, it's kind of in between two different stages. So we got some of the paint cut in and jammed in and all that, but getting finished with the assembly of the engine and wiring, and then once we get all that, we'll be able to finish up and get it all painted. So,
nice.
As you see, we also do some motorcycle stuff in here.
Okay.
And we'll take in cars like this Camaro back there. It's getting this car that is already built, and we're doing some modifications to it. This Camaro, same thing, came in, had some damage to it, and kind of bringing it back to the next level and make it a really cool car.
Nice. Really nice.
So this is the old building, or one of the first shops that was built here on the farm, and it actually was a chicken coop and a hog pen, and it was kind of torn down, but the block was still good and a good concrete floor. So Garrett looked at it like, man, we could tear down get the old roof off, build a new roof, and this was kind of the first big part of Garrett's Rod Shop. It was an expansion from the home shop,
Wow.
And it's amazing to look at it now, like, the things we did a makeshift paint booth in here a couple times. We'd sandblast. I mean, every car back, up from almost to 2006, 2008 was done in this shop. So now we use it for doing more metal or like dirty work. We got to grind metal or fiberglass. This is a good place to kind of do all that kind of work.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah. So let's go into the main shop. So if you ever come to Garrett's, anybody comes in here, stop in the office. This is they kind of have some of our past winners and projects that we've done, and trophies and.
Nice. Yeah, you guys have worked on a lot of stuff over the years.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Just to it is kind of like a walk down memory lane every time you come in here and see the projects and where it all started. So this was actually the next expansion of the shop that we added on. Garrett put in, I'm going to say like the 2006, 2008, somewhere at that point. And so this is the main shop. This is kind of where we do, repair work and even assembly. couple different, we do a lot of variety of projects. We're not biased of any car. I mean, we typically like to do classics. This is a Jaguar project that came in here. It's a kit car, which we normally wouldn't do, but we ended up, you know, the guy wanted it to be built by a hot rod shop, not just put together. So we kind of added some of our own touches to it, you know. And so we're pretty happy. And it's pretty cool that, you know, you get somebody calls you out of the blue and says, hey, we saw the kind of work you do. And this guy literally just had the car shipped here, and we never even met the person. And then he's like, just go ahead and get it put together. So
yeah, real nice.
It allows us to do some of our cool techniques and this shape here, which we're playing around with.
Yeah, that's great. Looks real nice.
Just other projects coming in. You know, we do a little bit of restoration type of work, and we typically like to stay away from like full out restorations, because that's a whole different level of things where you have to, you know what door gaps or pencil marks from the factory. We don't really get in too much, but this is a nice Mustang that we're just kind of getting back to more of original shape.
Yeah.
Full big turnkey car projects are what we really like to do. I mean, that's this one's a big out 49 Lincoln project that we're doing. It's an Art Morrison chassis, and as you can see, we're going to be utilizing a lot of our metal shaping equipment to put the floors back in and really kind of go to town with it. So. And this is where we do a lot of our metal shaping. As you see with our upgrade and equipment, it's easy to fill up a big area. So we're planning on taking this side of the shop and expanding out another 80 feet and put about 4,000 square foot, and that's going to be our metal shop. So just makes things, as you can tell, it's a little noisy in here. So if you're assembling a car and welding and grinding, it kind of gets to be a little noisy and hard to work around. But we're growing, and we see the need for it, and so it's going to be a very positive expansion to the business.
Yeah. Cool. So you guys have any finished products here that we can look at? Yeah,
let's go up. I'll show you a couple projects here. This is just a former car that we built in the shop. Gosh, it's been about 10 years ago. This one was completed. 57 Chevy Bel Air wagon. Let me take you up front and show you a couple other projects that one we completed.
Good.
This old building was actually originally on the farm. This was kind of where they did metal work and the mechanic shop, in a sense, to support the shop or support the farm. You know, tractor breaks down, you didn't call people in. You did the work. You welded your own pieces of material.
It's such a cool looking building. Yeah.
Yeah, it was an old train station. Actually, it was down the street where there's a rail station. It was torn down like in the 20s, and they took the wood and built this barn out of it. Yeah, you never have enough storage. We try to like dedicate a shelf per each car so you don't lose things. Some other projects we got going, this 63 Nova, LS motor in it.
Looks like it's waiting on a paint job.
It is. It's got the LS in it already, but
Yeah, very nice.
And you know, we've done a lot of we use a lot of different materials in our fabrication. Some fiberglass, steel, aluminum. We do a lot of 3D printing and have machining. Either we do it in-house or have it done for us. Just some other cars that are waiting to get finished up. So we've got other projects that are next in line, as you could say. This C20 pickup, 4-wheel drive for a customer. We actually put in a 59 Impala dash on that. So nice. Just kind of waiting for the next phase for this to be done. But this will be a cool truck.
Yeah.
The one thing we added on a couple years ago was a dyno facility, and it was kind of something that we weren't real familiar with. I mean, Garret is a very good mechanic and has the knowledge, but with everything we do from LS swaps and big Ford motor swaps and fuel injection stuff, it was like you got to tune these cars out for them to run properly. When you build them, you just don't send it on the way and the customer has to figure it out. So it made sense for us to put in a dyno facility, kind of like an automotive maker. The car leaves and it's tuned out and ready to go. Yeah. A lot of us here are all motorcycle riders, and so our tuner is too, and it kind of made sense to get a motorcycle dyno, and so we do some of that kind of service as well. This Chevelle, it's as you can see, we're kind of running out of space, so we kind of moved some things around, but this Chevelle's up next for paint job and getting a little mechanical work done before we finish that. That's really cool. This is the Hemis Barracuda. This is the car that we had out for 2019, and this is did really well just in SEMA and a lot of shows, but built for a customer. But a 68 Barracuda that we dubbed Hemis. It was a Formula 340 car, Formula S car, and we put a Hemi in it, so it's Hemis now. And we actually got it on the dyno for getting it tuned out. So it did its kind of show circuit thing, and we'll be at Cruising the Coast 2019. Or 2020, I mean, for Cruising the Coast as the ambassador car. So just getting it all prepped and ready to go to do its road trip. So when we build them, they look good, but they're built to drive. You know, and that's when they, like I said, when the cars leave out of here, they're ready to roll. But having the dyno has been a real added benefit, just so the cars run right. We can check for mileage and check for all sorts of things that make the car a really nice ride. So. Yeah.
That's great. Well, we definitely appreciate you showing us around.
Sure, absolutely. So, we welcome having you, and we'll keep trying to do good things.
Sounds good.
Okay. And when it came to filling the shop with new equipment, there's so many different tools out there, and who decides and how do you decide what machine's best to get. And so we looked towards Trick-Tools, and they actually were very helpful because of their knowledge and the equipment that they offered to get us set up in the right direction so we can do bigger and better things in our shop. And so by having this new equipment is allowing us to be able to be way more creative and do the type of projects that we've dreamt of, and being very efficient. When you have the type of equipment that we've acquired through Trick-Tools, it makes the quality of work so much better and so much easier, per se.
We want to thank Garret, Carl, and the entire crew at Garret's Rod Shop for their hospitality. It was fun to spend a few days with them, work with them on their new equipment, and see how they're taking their work to the next level. If you're interested in taking your work to the next level and want to know how we can help, give us a call or visit our website at Trick-Tools.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos on high performance tools for the fabricator.